right, Jonathan Karl with the Forbes campaign. In a moment, we will talk to Forbes campaign manager Bill Dal-Call, but first we are joined by the Bush campaign manager, Karl Rove. Karl, thank you for being with us.
Happy to be with you.
If Steve Forbes gets 30% or even better, what does that say about the challenge to Governor Bush here?
Well, I think, look, we're focused on getting the biggest vote possible for Governor Bush, and we'll let the others worry about their percentages. But our object is to get the largest vote that we possibly can for Governor Bush, and hopefully to meet and exceed the record for the Republican side of the Iowa caucus, which is 37%.
Well, now you say 37%, but you know there are a number of folks who are saying that's really laughable, because if Governor Bush is only able to get 37%, the front runner nationally all the time, the money you've spent in this state, isn't that really going to be seen as a big disappointment?
Well, that's like saying that it really didn't matter that we beat the 4-minute mile because it was an Englishman, it was 1952. If we beat the record, we beat the record, Judy.
All right, let me ask you about an allegation from the Forbes camp today. They are saying that you all are behind a negative phone campaign in collaboration with the moderate Republican Leadership Conference. What do you all say to that?
Well, that's laughable. It's simply not true. And what was interesting was the press reports then revealed that the Forbes campaign admitted they were conducting push polls with negative phone calls to Bush supporters saying, would you vote for Governor Bush if you knew that, and then proceed to trash him on his record as governor and taxes and education. So, but as to the original allegation, absolutely not true. There's an allegation a minute from the Forbes campaign, and this is just another one of them.
Well, Forbes, Gary Bauer, and Alan Keyes all say that Governor Bush is insufficiently anti-abortion. All three of them talk about it almost daily, and they say they're going to continue to talk about it.
Well, talk is what they can do. Governor Bush has actually done it. He's the only one of those four who signed a significant piece of anti-abortion legislation. In fact, National Association for Abortion Rights says he signed 18 pieces of pro-life legislation as governor of Texas, including a parental notification law that's a model for the country. So they can talk, that's what campaigns are about, but Governor Bush has a proven record on
But
this.
from your competitors on the right in the Republican Party, their point is your governor would impose no litmus test on a Supreme Court nominee, and he's not pledging to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Well, the governor's made clear that he will appoint strict constructionists, people who are not judicial activists, but instead realize that there's a limited role to the judiciary to strictly interpret the law and not legislate. And if that's insufficient for our opponents, fine, but that's where the governor's view is.
How worried are you and the other folks in the Bush campaign about John McCain's doing better in the state of South Carolina?
We're doing great in South Carolina. John McCain has spent $1.5 million on television, and he's gone from 21 to 24 in the polls. We've gone from 52 to 51. So we feel very good about South Carolina. South Carolina is Bush country.
And another question that's just come up in the last day or two. Governor Bush was holding regular news conferences, answering reporters' questions almost daily.
Right.
Some questions about abortion, some other subjects that people say are uncomfortable came up. Now you're not holding those anymore.
Well,
what does it say about what he would do if he were president?
No, I don't think that's accurate. We held a news conference today. We'll hold news conferences and make ourselves available to members of the press every day that we're on the campaign trail.
All right, Karl Rove.
Great.
Thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it. Bernie.